With coronavirus deaths set to pass about 170,000, amid continued pushback about the only thing that has been proven effective to reduce the spread and so of coronavirus, masks and social distancing, president has decided to latch on to another false treatment pushed by a hacky salesman. Now, according to Axios, President Trump thinks that the oil from a certain flower could help save people's lives. So here's from Axios, quote, Trump has expressed enthusiasm for the FDA to approve an extract from the Oleander plant as a dietary supplement to cure COVID-19, despite lack of proof that it works. Now, there's not only lack of proof that this would be a good treatment for coronavirus, but also anything from the Oleander plant is dangerous to human beings because it's toxic. It actually contains several toxic elements, including cardiac glycosides, as well as other known and unknown toxins. I would name off those toxins, but they are very difficult to say. So let's just say that. There's a lot of toxins, and they're very, very bad. Some people are saying that these toxins are bad. Actually, those some people are actual scientists and health professionals. So you should listen to those. Yes, oleanders are poisonous. Now, these poisons actually are found in all parts of the oleander plant and are toxic whether or not the plant parts are dried or green. And I would assuming any oil that you could distill from them would also contain these toxins. So don't do it. Okay. They say that ingestion of any part of the oleander plant can lead to serious illness and possibly death. In fact, let me give you some of the symptoms of ingesting the oleander. It can result in a variety of symptoms ranging from moderate to severe or fatal. These include skin rash, blurred vision, visual disturbances, such as halos, diarrhea, nausea, stomach pain, vomiting, loss of appetite, irregular or slowed heartbeat, weakness, low blood pressure, confusion, dizziness, headache, fainting, depression, drowsiness, or lethargy. Symptoms such as depression, loss of appetite, and halos in the vision are typically only present in cases of chronic or severe poisoning. The most serious side effects of oleander poisoning are cardiac abnormalities, including various ventricular dysrhythmias, tachyarrhythmias, bradycardia, and heart block. So do not ingest this plant. Don't do it. It could kill you. So, and I would be very, very skeptical of any sort of oil from an oleander plant. I mean, look, why is it that conservatives want to do everything except wear a mask and socially distance? Like, no, let's eat some toxic plants. First, it's hydroxychloroquine, right? Which, at least that's a treatment for malaria and helps with lupus, right? So at least that's a legitimate drug, but it has very little, aside from one study, that has been roundly criticized, by the way. No benefit for coronavirus patients. And then they go from that to injecting disinfectants. Now it's possibly eating poison flowers or distilling the oil from poison flowers, whatever. Don't do it. Stay away from it. It's not good. And now, by the way, I guarantee you in the next couple of days, we are going to see news reports where somebody decided to eat an oleander. Like, don't do it. Don't. So now where did he get this dangerously dumb idea? Because he doesn't come up with this on his own. No, according to the report, Trump got the idea during an Oval Office meeting with the MyPillow guy. Yes, the MyPillow guy. And Dr. Ben Carson, proving that, of course, even a doctor can be a moron. When asked why Dr. Carson, by the way, was even involved in the meeting, much less pitching a botanical extract as a miracle cure, his office said, well, yeah, I mean, he's on the coronavirus task force, so he should be there. Oh, but the MyPillow guy? Okay, in order to figure out why the My Pillow guy was there, other than of course being a Trump supporter, which he is, um, well, you got to just follow the money, right? It's being reported that the CEO of My Pillow, Mike Lindell, owns a financial stake in a company that has developed oleander oil. During the meeting, it was reported by Axios that Trump said of the oil, quote, the FDI should be approving it immediately. No, no, it should not be approving it. All right. Unless, of course, there's some sort of evidence from credible medical professionals and rigorous study proving both the effectiveness and the safety of this extract, then no, you should not. Okay. That is dangerous and stupid, all to make a buck. All right. So now let me go to one of Trump's officials, right? Who's an unnamed official who had heard about this. Basically, he's going to sum up how I feel about this. He said the involvement of the Secretary of HUD and MyPillow.com in pushing a dubious product at the highest levels should give Americans no comfort at night about their health and safety during a raging pandemic. Well, then again, of course, when you look at how the White House has treated this pandemic, none of us really have had any sort of comfort about the health and about our health and safety and how the White House feels about it. Okay, since this entire pandemic began. My God. And look, Donald Trump, he is a grifter. He's a snake. Okay, well, in this case, flower oil salesman that is going to do great harm to his own constituents. But see, here's the thing about him, right? So we assume that his perspective is, well, I'm president, I'm supposed to take care of my people, right? That's not at all. We're looking at it from the wrong framing here, right? He sees people, the American people, not as constituents, not as people that he is there to serve, right? He looks at those people as marks, as rubes, as people that he's going to sell a product to. Now, most often the product has been himself, right? In order to put him back into power or keep him in power and to support him, right? But this is the other thing, right? Why don't I just push this phony cure? Not only does it help me politically, right? But also it might help me financially. You don't think My Pillow guy is giving Donald Trump campaign contributions? Of course he is. Of course he is. And so this might be like, hey, if I help out My Pillow guy in pushing this phony cure, and maybe he believes in it, right? Because he is that dumb to believe in almost every conspiracy theory that he comes across. I mean, there are multiple benefits to him for this and almost none for you. So he literally thinks that you're stupid enough to buy his crap. And maybe he would be half right because at least 40% of the country supports him. And that is, well, that's an absolute disaster. So sad. Don't eat Oleander. Don't touch it, right? Don't. I mean, yeah, you could probably touch the flower. I'm assuming, right? But do not ingest it. Don't extract the oil. Don't do any of that stuff. Especially, and you know what? Just don't do anything Donald Trump tells you to do. That's just probably the safest course of action.